As soon as you gain control of Master Chief, head to the back wall, where you'll see 2 UNSC emblems painted on it. Climb onto the 2 cargo containers on the left, then jump up. Continue making your way through the ship until you encounter the elite coming around the corner. You'll notice the nearby wall is marked B02. Keep moving forward, and you'll soon enter a large room filled with several rows of lockers. Look on top of one of the lockers on the nearest side of the room to find the skull. Jump up, collect it, and then continue with the mission. We'll begin this section with a cutscene. As soon as it ends, you'll receive the Magnum for the first time. Before continuing with the mission, turn around and head back into the cockpit area. From there, drop down into the observation pen at the front of the ship. You'll find the perspective skull waiting there. Pick it up to unlock the ability to play the campaign in third-person mode. Pretty awesome. Much later in the mission, after making your way through the ventilation system, you'll arrive at the office overlooking the area where the mission began. This is the destroyed office with the broken window on your right. Continue through the room, then turn left as soon as you exit and enter the next office. At the back of the room, you'll find the terminal. Interact with it to add it to your collection. The terminal in the Halo mission can be found while driving the warthog through the underground tunnels. As you drive down, watch for an open window on your right. Look over the edge to spot a ledge below. Drop down onto the ledge, then approach the terminal and interact with it to add it to your collection.
I'll alert you when I find something of interest.
When you leave the underground area and enter the valley, the mission will split into 3 objectives. This is the start of Rally Point Charlie. To collect the Grunt funeral skull, head to the leftmost objective first. The objectives can be completed in any order, but going left first makes it easy to grab the skull along the way. Follow the path up the hill and through the mountain pass. First, clear out all of the Covenant forces and rescue the Marines trapped underground. Once the area is secure, it's time to collect the Grunt funeral skull. This skull requires a grenade jump, making it one of the few collectibles in the game that involves a bit of skill. Go onto the main structure in the center of the area. From there, jump onto the diagonal ramps beside the blue light shining from the building. Now perform a grenade jump to gain enough height to reach the opposite side of the structure. The Grunt funeral skull is waiting there. If you're having trouble making the jump, don't worry. You can continue playing until you unlock the Arcophobia skull in the Silent Cartographer. Activate that skull, reload this mission, and the jump becomes much easier, allowing you to grab the collectible with very little effort. From the previous skull location, I'll show you the exact route to reach the next skull. Start by leaving this area through the opposite exit from the way we originally entered. Once you make your way outside, you'll find yourself back in the open area where a small stream runs through the environment. When you reach the stream, turn right and begin following the waterway. Keep moving forward along the stream, and after a short distance, the path will split into 2 different directions. For this skull, take the left fork and continue following the creek. Stay on this path and keep moving forward. The creek will eventually lead you into a more enclosed area. Continue following the water until you reach a small cave-like section with a large rock formation. Once you enter this area, stop in the middle of the cave and look toward your left side. The skull will be waiting there. Simply approach it and collect it before continuing with the mission. Now, we'll go for the 3rd skull. From the previous location, continue moving forward and keep following the stream in the same direction. Stay along the stream until you reach a section where you'll see 2 trees ahead with a path running between them. Follow the path through the passageway ahead. This route will lead you toward one of the other objectives in the area. Continue through the passage, then turn right. You'll see the largest rock formation in the area, with 2 jackal snipers positioned at the top. Before going after the skull, make sure to clear the entire area. Take out the jackal snipers and any nearby Covenant forces so you can safely explore the area and continue toward the collectible. Once the area is secured, it's time to collect the 3rd skull. Start by climbing up the sloped hill until you reach the top of the rock formation. From here, look across the gap toward the large grassy platform on the right side while facing downhill. You need to jump across the gap and land on that grassy platform. Once you reach the other side, carefully drop down onto the rock formation slightly further downhill. The skull will be sitting on top of this rock. Approach it and collect it before continuing with the mission. As you reach the gravity lift that takes you up into the ship, head to the far side of the platform, near the edge of the cliff. Look for a horizontal white light embedded in the ground. Just to the left of the left-hand cactus-like tree, carefully look over the edge of the cliff. You'll spot the skull resting on a small ledge directly below. Drop down carefully, collect the skull, and then return to the gravity lift to continue the mission. While exploring the ship, you'll eventually reach a locked door and be tasked with finding the unlock controls. As you progress, you'll enter a large chamber from the upper level. You'll be standing on an elevated walkway with 2 destroyed wraiths, while several Covenant enemies occupy the area below. Clear out all of the enemies before going for the collectible. Once the area is secure, walk to the far end of the walkway and follow it as it curves to the right. Jump onto the purple container near the edge. From there, carefully jump across the 3 curved support struts. The skull is resting on the 3rd support strut. This jump can be a little tricky since it's difficult to keep your footing on the narrow supports. If you fall, simply use the doorway in the nearby corner and follow the path back up to the upper walkway to try again. If you've already unlocked the Arcophobia skull, this collectible becomes much easier. Simply activate it before loading the mission, then fly straight over to the skull without worrying about the jumps. After unlocking the door and reuniting with your teammates, you'll soon enter a large hangar just as a Covenant dropship flies away. As soon as you enter, immediately run diagonally across the room to the opposite corner, where you'll find a locked door. Fight off the Covenant and wait for a group of enemies to spawn inside the room behind the door. The moment the door opens, quickly run inside and collect the foreign skull. Be fast. The door will automatically close again after a few seconds. If you miss your chance, the skull becomes inaccessible, and you'll need to restart the mission to try again. As you near the end of the mission, your objective will be to rescue Captain Keyes from his prison cell. When you reach the lobby area with multiple doors, ignore the main objective for now. Instead, take the door immediately to your right. Fight through any Covenant enemies you encounter along the way until you reach another prison block. Inside, interact with the control panel to open all of the prison cells. One of the cells contains the terminal. Interact with it before continuing. Make sure you collect the terminal before rescuing Captain Keyes, as doing so will end the mission and you'll miss the collectible. Moving on to the Silent Cartographer, we can collect the Bandana skull very early in the mission. This is one of the best skulls in the game, as it grants infinite ammunition and unlimited grenades. Once you obtain the warthog at the beginning of the mission, follow the main objective until you arrive at the large structure that leads underground. Instead of entering the structure, turn your attention to the right side of the entrance. You'll find a small cave entrance tucked into the cliffside. Head inside and follow the path all the way to the end. The Bandana skull will be lying on the ground waiting for you. Simply walk over it to collect the skull, then continue with the mission. Just inland from the shoreline, make your way up the hill until you reach a circular clearing patrolled by 2 hunters. Defeat both hunters before going for the collectible. In the center of the area, you'll see a large structure. Climb onto it from the far side, as it's the easiest route. Run all the way to the end of the structure, where you'll find the Acrophobia skull. Once activated, this skull grants you the ability to double jump and fly, making future collectible hunting much easier. On your way to the objective, where you need to disable the security override system, you'll eventually reach an underground section after passing 2 hunters. The console directly ahead is your main objective, but don't interact with it just yet. Instead, continue straight to the end of the walkway. Behind the half wall, you'll find the terminal. Interact with it before returning to the objective and continuing with the mission. After disabling the shields and returning to the area where the mission began, you'll finally gain access to the rest of the facility. Continue forward until you come down a ramp and enter the next room. You'll immediately notice 2 hunters guarding the area. Get past them and head toward the curved staircase. Instead of following the stairs around, jump directly into the center opening. You'll land right on top of the skull. Later in the mission, after acquiring the Scorpion tank, you'll eventually reach an icy area where a bridge spans a large chasm. Cross the bridge, then turn left and continue to the end of the path. Park the Scorpion tank with its cannon positioned next to the hole in the rock. Exit the tank and climb onto the top of it. From there, look inside the opening in the rock. You'll spot the skull hidden inside. Jump in, collect it, and then continue with the mission. A little further into the mission, you'll drive the Scorpion tank up a very steep path. Once you reach the top and return to the surface, a Covenant dropship will arrive and deploy enemies. After clearing the area, head into the structure directly in front of you. There are several green doors around the sides of the structure, and you can use any of them to enter. Once inside, follow the ramp all the way to the top until you reach the outside again. As soon as you exit, turn right and follow the path to the very end. You'll find the terminal waiting there. Interact with it before continuing with the mission. Continue progressing through the mission until you reach a cave where you'll have to leave the Scorpion tank behind. Make your way through the cave, and once you emerge on the other side, the objective marker will direct you to enter the structure on your right. Inside, you'll see a downward ramp with a bridge-like platform stretching across it. Head to the back of the room and jump onto the raised structure. The skull can be found resting in the middle of the platform. Collect it before continuing with the mission. During the final section of Assault on the control room, you can unlock both the Cowbell skull and the That's My Ride trophy. As you reach the large bridge, you'll notice 2 parked Banshees. As soon as the elite pilots spot you, they'll quickly jump into the Banshees and try to fly away. Before that happens, kill one of the elites and steal his Banshee to unlock the That's My Ride trophy. Once you've earned the trophy, stay on the bridge to collect the Cowbell skull. Head to the middle of the bridge, directly above the structure that passes underneath it. Drop down onto the structure below, then turn around. The Cowbell skull will be resting on a snow-covered rock right in front of you. Collect it before continuing with the mission. At the start of the mission, continue past the destroyed Pelican until you reach the Covenant dropship that's crashed into a massive tree. Stand facing the tree, then turn around and head up the hill on your right. At the top of the hill, continue forward until you see a set of large tree roots on your right. Climb the small dirt hill, keeping the large tree on your right as you go. At the top, you'll find the skull resting on a small mound of dirt. Pick it up before continuing with the mission. Once you're inside the structure, simply follow the main objective. Before long, you'll come across the Paranoid Marine. He's very difficult to miss, so just continue progressing through the level until you reach him. To collect the That's Just Wrong skull, you'll need to eliminate the Marine. Once he's defeated, he'll drop the skull on the ground. Simply walk over and pick it up before continuing with the mission. After your first encounter with the Flood, you'll begin backtracking through the facility. Eventually, you'll reach a room where the objective marker directs you through a door on your right. The doorway is located between 2 symbols on the wall, and it's the same door that Covenant enemies emerge from when you first approach. Go through the doorway. On your left, you'll see several fallen Marines with shotguns lying beside them. Instead of continuing straight ahead, turn right and follow the path around to the opposite side. There, you'll find the terminal. Interact with it before continuing with the mission. At the very end of the mission, you'll receive the objective to extract at the marked waypoint. Before you eliminate the remaining enemies, make sure to collect the skull. If you defeat every enemy first, the mission will end immediately, causing you to miss it. Instead of heading to the extraction waypoint, go to the right side of the building and continue into the woods. Keep following the edge of the area until you reach the corner. Here you'll find a tall rock with a tree branch leaning against it. Walk across the branch to cross the gap and climb onto the rock. At the top, you'll find the They Come Back skull. Collect it before finishing the mission. When activated, this skull makes reanimated Flood enemies even more dangerous, so it's definitely one you'll want to grab for your collection. As you make your way through the level, you'll eventually reach a tunnel overrun by the Flood. Once you emerge on the other side, 343 Guilty Spark will be joined by several Sentinels that begin attacking the Flood with their laser beams. From the spot where you first see them, turn around. Jump onto the ramp on your left. Make your way to the top of the ramp. The skull is waiting in the middle at the top. After taking the elevator, you'll eventually reach a locked door that 343 Guilty Spark will begin unlocking. While he's working on the door, several Flood enemies may attack. Instead of waiting, turn 180 degrees to face the opposite wall. You'll see the pop skull high above you. Run up the ramp, then perform a jump, followed immediately by a second jump to reach the skull. Collect it, then return to the door and continue with the mission. Immediately after collecting skull, continue through the door that 343 Guilty Spark unlocks. The objective marker will direct you to interact with the control panel on the right to open the next door. Instead, use the control panel on the left. Enter the room that opens, then head to the back left corner. Go through the tunnel to find the terminal. Interact with it before returning to the main objective. We're now nearing the end of the mission. After taking the third elevator down, your objective will update to locate the final chamber. Clear out the enemies directly ahead. Then head straight forward and make your way down the ramp. At the bottom, look to your left. You'll find the Famine skull tucked away in the corner. Collect it before continuing toward the final chamber. At the very start of the mission, turn around and head back to the room with the holographic planet in the center. Follow either side of the walkway around the room. At the end of the path, you'll find the terminal. Once you get outside, take control of a Banshee. Fly back toward the building you just exited. Aim for the blue light at the center of the structure. Just in front of the blue light, you'll see a small platform. Land on the platform to find the skull waiting on top. Collect it, then continue with the mission. After destroying the conduits at the first pulse generator, you'll head back outside. In front of you, you'll see 3 large ramps suspended above a lower pathway. Head to the middle ramp and make your way to the opposite side. Search through the flood growths covering the area. Hidden at the very back, you'll find the skull. Pick it up before continuing with the mission. After collecting the Black Eye Skull, continue following the main objective around the side of the gorge, staying on the path as it curves to the left. Before long, you'll reach a point where the route splits into 2 different paths. The left path contains a Banshee parked beside a Covenant turret. The right path leads to a large battle where the Covenant and the Flood are fighting each other. Ignore the battle on the right and instead take the left path. Defeat any nearby enemies if necessary, then board the Banshee. Once you're airborne, fly toward the large building directly in front of you. Land on the roof and interact with the control panel. Activating the panel will unlock a door on a nearby platform. Get back into the Banshee and fly over to the newly opened entrance. Land on the platform and head inside. Fight your way through the first room, eliminating every enemy in your path. Continue through the connecting tunnel, which leads into a second room occupied by even more enemies. Clear out the entire room before moving on. Once the final enemy has been defeated, the skull will spawn inside the structure in the center of the room. Walk over and collect it before leaving the area. This skull won't appear until every enemy in the room has been eliminated, so if you don't see it right away, double check that no enemies are still alive before searching the center structure. This skull is obtained through a speedrun challenge, so you'll need to reach the grav lift as quickly as possible. First, make sure you're playing on heroic or legendary difficulty. As soon as you're ready, ignore as many enemies as possible and sprint straight toward the grav lift area. Don't waste time fighting unnecessary enemies. Simply run past them and focus on reaching the objective as fast as you can. Once you arrive, eliminate only the required enemies needed to activate the grav lift. As soon as the grav lift powers up, stand in the center of the lift and hold the pickup button. The skull is suspended in midair inside the grav lift. If you've reached the lift quickly enough, you'll automatically collect the skull as you're carried up into the Covenant ship. If the skull doesn't appear, it means you weren't fast enough. Simply reload the checkpoint or restart the mission and try again, making sure to move through the level even faster.
We have to find him.
Whoa!
Covenant and Flood are attacking each other. I recommend we wait until they've worn each other down. Then we'll only have to deal with distractors.
Whoa! Heresy!
Power source detected. There's the gravity lift. It's still operational. That's our way back in. The captain! His vitals are fading. Please, Chief, hurry! We should be able to get into the ship's control room from here.
Once you're back inside the ship, continue through the hallways until you enter a room that may look very familiar from earlier in the campaign. As soon as you enter, look down and to your right. You'll spot an overshield below. Drop down to that area. From there, head into the hidden hallway tucked away beside it. Jump over the equipment scattered along the passage. At the end of the hallway, you'll find the blind skull resting in the corner. Collect it before continuing with the mission. Continue following the mission objectives until you reach the large docking bay, a location you may recognize from earlier in the campaign. Your objective here is to ascend to the upper deck. However, if you're collecting the terminal, ignore the objective for now. From where you entered the room, take the door on your left. You'll come to a ramp leading down to the main floor. Clear out the hunters and any other enemies that appear. About halfway down the ramp, look to the right-hand side. A small side passage leads to the terminal. Once you reach the cutscene where you find Captain Keyes, wait until you regain control of Master Chief. As soon as you can move, turn around and face the flood growth where Keyes was. Begin striking the flood growth with melee attacks. After approximately 3 to 4 melee hits, the skull will appear. At the start of the mission, make your way toward the bridge. The objective marker will lead you into a canteen with a fire burning at the back. As soon as you enter the room, look along the right-hand wall. You'll find the terminal there. Interact with it before continuing toward the bridge. After the cutscene on the bridge, where 343 Guilty Spark reappears, your next objective is to reach the cryo storage facility. On the way there, you'll enter a large room where sentinels are battling the flood. You'll recognize the room by the 4 cryopods in the center. From the entrance, head to the back left corner of the room. There, you'll find the skull. At the start of the light fuse checkpoint, you'll enter a large hangar with the objective of destroying the reactor cores. From the entrance, head up the ramp on your right. Go through the unlocked door in the opposite corner. You'll arrive on floor 2, as marked by the signs on the walls. Continue up to floor 3. From here, you'll see 2 reactor cores marked straight ahead. Walk to the end of the platform, where the door in front of you is marked Exit. Don't go through the door. Instead, jump across to the open doorway on your right. Stand on the ledge and look straight down and slightly to the right. You'll spot the skull at the end of a narrow ledge below. Carefully drop down, collect it, and then continue with the mission. During the final warthog escape in the maw, you'll need to race through the ship before it explodes. Stay on the main route until you enter a long tunnel. As you drive in, you'll pass a door on your right. Ignore it and keep driving. A little farther ahead, you'll see another door on your left. Ignore that one as well. As the tunnel bends around the corner, watch for a shortcut on the right-hand side. Take the shortcut. About halfway through, stop the warthog and get out. You'll find the Thunderstorm skull resting on the ground. Collect it, then get back in the warthog and continue your escape. As you progress through the mission, you'll eventually reach an area where you'll face 2 heavily armored white hunters. Defeat both hunters before moving on. Instead of following the objective marker, turn right. Drop down to the area below, where the Covenant dropship is waiting. Go through the door directly ahead. Follow the path behind the turret. At the end of the path, you'll find the skull resting on the ground. As you continue through the mission, you'll eventually reach a room with a large purple tube running above you. Head upstairs to the next level. Once you reach the top, turn around and go through the door on the left. Continue into the next room, but be ready. As soon as you enter, a group of enemies will spawn directly in front of you. Clear them out, then stay on the 3rd floor of the room.
His sacrifice honors the Covenant.
On the bridge overlooking the area, you'll find the Johnny Ammo seed skull. Pick it up before continuing with the mission. As you fight your way toward the upper decks of the Triumph of Tolerance, you'll eventually reach a room where you must defeat several waves of Covenant before Sergeant Johnson can activate the gravity lift. Once all the enemies have been defeated, head through the door in the back left corner of the room. Follow the corridor to the end to find the Leadhead skull. After collecting the skull, return to Sergeant Johnson and use the gravity lift he activated. As soon as you reach the top, don't move forward. Instead, turn around and look over your left shoulder. Go through the nearby door to find the terminal titled The Path. This skull is unique because it requires several actions throughout the mission rather than being found in a single location. It revolves around the high-value target that is marked during the mission. Each time you encounter this enemy, you must shoot it until its shield breaks. The target is invincible, so you can't kill it, but breaking its shield each time is required for the skull to spawn. The first opportunity comes immediately after the opening cutscene. As you round the corner and see the purple trees, look to the ledge on the right. The high-value target is waiting there. Shoot it until its shield breaks. A little later, you'll reach a bridge. The target will be on the far side of the bridge, just to the left of the Wraith. Break its shield again.
Struggle is ordination. Succeed or fall, that matters not.
When you reach the bridge with the Wraith on the opposite side, stop before crossing. Turn around and face the purple building behind you. Above the doorway, you'll notice a purple flame on each side. Shoot the explosive boxes beneath both flames. The explosions will unlock and open the door. Head inside to find the skull waiting for you. As you make your way through the ship, after rescuing several UNSC Marines from the prison cells, you'll eventually head up a ramp and enter a room with a series of large windows on your left. These windows overlook a large chamber filled with escape pods. Go through the door directly opposite the windows. Inside, on the raised platform, you'll find the terminal.
My God. Are they packed for shipping?
All I see are more reasons to...
Later in the mission, the high-value target will appear for a third and final time. Once again, shoot it until its shield is destroyed. After you've broken its shield during all 3 encounters, eliminate every remaining Covenant in the area. The skull will then spawn inside the machine in the center of the arena, the one emitting the blue light. Immediately after collecting the Temperamental Skull, continue into the next room, where you'll be met by a large group of Covenant enemies. Clear the area, then head down the ramp. Use the rocks beside the ramp to climb up to the ledge. If you've already unlocked the Arcophobia skull, you can activate it to make this section much easier. Climb up to the outside of the doorway, next to the purple flame. There you'll find the final skull for this mission. As you make your way through the level, you'll eventually reach a bridge that you need to cross. Instead of crossing the bridge, continue following the path you're already on. This will lead you to a walkway overlooking the bridge from above. Follow the walkway all the way to the other side. Just before the locked door, look to the ledge on your right. You'll find the skull waiting there. After the cutscene where you download the data, you'll regain control in the bridge room. Head down to the lower floor and leave through the unlocked doors at the back of the room. Continue through the next room until you reach the armory. Go through the next doorway. On the left side, behind the escape pods, you'll find the terminal. As you make your way to regroup with Williams and the UNSC survivors, you'll eventually enter a large room from the upper level that's filled with enemies. Clear the area before going for the collectible. As you enter, you'll see a staircase directly ahead, with a purple flame rising from a pit beside it. The skull is resting on top of the rock formation emerging from the ground. To reach it, head left from the room's entrance and drop down to the platform 1 level below. Jump onto the nearest purple flame platform, then leap across to the rock formation. Land on the flat ledge just beneath the skull. Perform a jump in place, and you'll be able to pick up the skull. During the moving platform section of the mission, you'll eventually reach a point where you need to get off the platform to restore the power. Once you've completed that objective, get back onto the moving platform and continue forward. The next room will have a bridge. After crossing the bridge, continue into the following room where you'll need to get off the platform again. Jump onto the platform on your left, then quickly move toward the back right corner as you land. Next to the locked door, you'll find the final skull sitting on the ground. This is the last collectible in the game. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and share it with a friend. Your support really helps the channel, and I truly appreciate everyone watching. The first trophy you can unlock is This Is My Ship Now. As soon as you gain control of your character and automatically equip the pistol, turn around and head back to the bridge. Eliminate Captain Keys. This will cause 6 invincible Marines to spawn and attack you. Use melee attacks to push them toward the front of the ship. Knock each Marine into the pit known as the Observation Pen. After knocking all 6 Marines into the pit, the This Is My Ship Now achievement will unlock.
Re-establish contact. Check your formation. That hurts. Taking fire. Ha!
You're mine! I got you now. You... Covering fire! It took off! Chew on this! Found you. It broke contact. Under fire! Oh yeah! Oh! Taking
Lost contact.
There it is. Oh! I'm taking rounds. Weapons free.
That's my ass, pal.
Hey, there you are.
Hey, hello.
Take it.
Ow. Hey, hey. Getting shot over here. Hey. Yeah. You know you can go around. Hey. Hey.
Hey, where'd it go? Oh. No. Repositioning. I shouldn't have had that last. Need covering. Ow. Oh. Yeah. Ouch. You're in my aura sphere. Oh. Going loud. What the ambush?
For this trophy, you'll need to break the backplates of 25 hunters. Hunters are among the most dangerous enemies in Halo. Although they appear to be massive armored aliens, they're actually colonies of worm-like creatures known as Lekgolo, all working together inside a single suit of armor. Each hunter is equipped with a powerful fuel rod cannon that can kill you with a direct hit, along with a massive shield that's used for both defense and devastating melee attacks. To make things even harder, hunters almost always fight in pairs. The easiest way to damage them is to get behind them and shoot the orange backplate, which is their main weak spot. A weapon like the Magnum works especially well for this. Simply destroy the backplates of 25 hunters and the trophy will unlock. First, I'll show you how to unlock the Arm's Length trophy during 343 Guilty Spark. After unlocking the trophy, I'll restart the mission and continue with the normal walkthrough. Start the mission from Rally Point Alpha, and I highly recommend playing on easy difficulty to make this much more manageable. Your objective is to complete the entire opening section of the mission, including the outdoor area and the first floor of the facility, without taking a single hit. The Magnum is your best weapon for this challenge. Keep your distance from enemies, take your time, and avoid rushing through encounters. Use your motion tracker to monitor nearby enemies and throw grenades carefully to clear out larger groups whenever possible. It's much safer to eliminate enemies one at a time than to charge into a fight. Keep in mind that the no-hit challenge begins the moment the mission starts, not when you enter the facility. If you take any damage, immediately pause the game and reload your last checkpoint. If you're quick enough, you'll only lose a few seconds instead of restarting the entire mission. I also recommend using headphones, as enemy dialogue makes it much easier to locate Flood hiding around corners before they can surprise you. Keep moving to avoid the unarmed Flood infection forms, eliminate the armed Flood blocking your path, and continue advancing through the level. Once you activate the final lift and your objective updates, the Arm's Length trophy will unlock. After that, simply restart the mission, and we'll continue with the walkthrough while collecting everything else. For this achievement, you'll need to complete the warthog escape at the end of the maw without ever being ejected from the vehicle. The easiest way to earn this is by playing on easy difficulty. That way, you won't have to worry as much about enemy fire knocking you out of the warthog. Don't rush the escape. Drive carefully, avoid crashing into walls or debris, and take your time through the tighter sections of the tunnel. As long as you stay inside the warthog for the entire escape sequence, the achievement will unlock at the end of the mission.
Alert! You need to keep moving. Get back in the warthog. Get through that mess and rendezvous with Bowhammer. Don't stop for anything.
I'll show you how to unlock the Food Critic trophy by finding the Thirsty Grunt Easter egg. This Easter egg is found in the final campaign mission, The Maw, and can be completed on any difficulty. If you're using Chapter Select, start from Rally Point Charlie. Progress through the mission until Bowhammer is unable to pick you up. Then continue driving the warthog through the hangar and follow the main tunnel. You'll pass a couple of open side doors that lead to dead ends. Ignore them and stay on the main path. When you're about 750 meters from your objective, watch for a shortcut on the right-hand side. Drive into the shortcut, get out of the warthog, then enter the small tunnel on your right. At the end, you'll find the Thirsty Grunt. Approach him and trigger his dialogue. Once he finishes speaking, the Food Critic trophy will unlock.
Good thing that food nipple's waiting for me at the starship, 'cause man, if I worked up a big grunty thirst.
Chief, up ahead. We need to get across that gap. If you hit that ramp at top speed, we should be able to clear it. Jump!
After finishing the entire game, collecting all collectibles, and earning the majority of the trophies, it's time to focus on the remaining trophies and unlock the shiny Platinum Trophy. I've pinned all collectibles and trophy timestamps in the description, so you can easily jump to any section you need. To unlock the Remixed Campaign, you first need to collect the 3 skulls hidden in the first mission. After finding all 3, return to the main menu and start the remixed version of the campaign. In Remix mode, enemy placements and weapon locations are completely randomized, meaning every playthrough will feel different. For the next trophy, you need to complete an entire campaign playthrough in Remixed mode without dying, including all bonus missions. I recommend playing on easy difficulty to make this challenge much simpler. If you happen to die during the run, immediately pause the game and close the application. Doing this quickly enough prevents the game from registering the death, allowing you to continue your no-death run. You can also use the modifier exploit to make this challenge much easier and reduce the difficulty of completing the Remix campaign.
What the?
Better angle over here.
Firing!
Sir, the captain needs you on the bridge ASAP. Better follow me.
Weapons free!
Please, no! What's the mission? Don't kill me!
The Covenant have breached the command deck. We have to stop them from taking the bridge.
Tangos. Yeah, I see him.
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Triggers down, man! Triggers down!
Better cover. Suck it down! Still standing.
Check. I see him.
Get the lead out, Marines!
Deck 7 and 8. All combat personnel, fall back to tertiary.
We got hostiles.
It's me! What the hell? Did something just hit us? Move in! Back to the airlock!
The damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
Here comes.
Blast from the sky!
Decks 5 through 9.
They're using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft. We go out and they come in. Clever bastards. That's a Covenant overshield. I've created an interface patch that will let you use the device to augment your shields.
I've got contact. It got away!
Forcibly present.
Hey! Where'd it go?
Combat team from Deck 7 and 8. Fall back to secondary defensive position.
I'm still with you.
All combat. Fall back to tertiary defensive position.
We're over here.
Reserve combat teams on decks 5 through 9. Fall back to secondary defensive position.
Over there!
Report to evac stations now. Report to evac stations now.
Warning, blast door is closing. Covenant, on the landing above us.
What the? Ew!
Now I'm gonna get hot!
Crew and ops personnel on decks 9 through 12.
Oh yeah!
That's the last of them.
Hey! Ow!
Crew and ops personnel on decks 1 through 4. Report to evac stations immediately.
The life pods are launching. We should hurry. The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that ring. What do you the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening. I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways. It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
Enemy spotted!
For me, this!
Yeah! Take a shot! So tough. Going cold. We're not alone! Cover fire! I look like an alien, don't it? You've got company! Look out! We're in trouble! I'm clear.
There's one last lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
All remaining combat teams, pull out an abandoned ship. Good luck. Tea time.
That lifeboat is our only way off this ship. Kill those Covenant before they blow the airlocks.
For this trophy, you must complete an entire level on heroic difficulty or higher without taking any health damage. Keep in mind that taking shield damage is completely fine. Only damage to your actual health will fail the challenge. The easiest way to unlock this trophy is by playing the first mission, the Pillar of Autumn. This mission is the best choice because the number of enemies is still relatively low, and encounters are much easier to control compared to later levels. During the mission, try to stay toward the back of each encounter while your NPC allies fight enemies ahead of you. Take advantage of your teammates drawing enemy attention and use your grenades whenever enemies group together. However, be extremely careful around elite enemies, as their attacks can quickly remove your health, and enemy grenades can instantly end your run. If you die at any point, simply reloading the last checkpoint is not enough. You must restart the entire mission from the beginning and complete it again without taking health damage. Always keep an eye on your shield meter. If your shield becomes low, immediately take cover, move away from the fight, and wait for it to fully regenerate before continuing. Play patiently, let your allies help, and avoid unnecessary risks. This will make the trophy much easier to unlock.
Hostile! Sir, the captain needs you on the bridge ASAP. Better follow me. Get clear,
The Covenant have breached the command deck. We have to stop them from taking the bridge. Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Yeah! Tear 'em up! Look alive! We got more contacts! Chew on this! Heads up!
Got it!
Taking!
Yeah, keep it up!
Combat teams on deck 7 and 8.
Behold!
We got contact.
What the hell? Did something just hit us? Move it! Back to the airlock!
The damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
Damn it! Open fire! I'm engaged!
Feel the prophet's wrath!
Come on where I can see it!
They're using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft. We go out and they come in. Clever bastards. That's a Covenant overshield. I've created an interface patch that will let you use the device to augment your shields.
That's that! Engaging hostiles!
All hands, this is the captain. Prepare to abandon ship. Repel orders until op personnel are away. All hands, this is the captain.
Yeah, I see him.
Prepare to
Son of a
abandon ship.
eat flag! What you?
Combat teams. Repel orders until op personnel are away.
He's dead!
Walk.
Area secure.
No!
All tangos neutralized.
Contact! Got him in my
All combat personnel. Fall back to tertiary defensive positions.
Clear. Damn thing moved, I swear.
Enemy! No!
He fears our might and conceals himself.
Fall back to tertiary defensive positions.
Covenant on the landing above us. Warning, blast door's closing.
Area secure.
Crew and ops personnel 9 through 12. Report to evac station now.
No!
The life pods are launching. We should hurry. The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that ring. To use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening. I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways.
I see him.
Searching for the blasphemer. Hunt down the count!
Can't find him.
Scanning for signs of the unclean. Proceed. Locate that wretched cur.
Where did he go?
My senses seek him out.
I'm out of here! No, you! Cover me!
Enemy fire! Incoming! Stop now!
Personnel on deck 9 through 12. Report to evac stations now.
But ready to purge.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
Contacts. Why you look? Let's give him a good welcome.
We got a soldier down over here! I hate it when Covenant tries that hard.
Focusing fire on me!
We're getting very close.
That's all of them. But we sure took losses.
There's one last lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
Don't bother getting up.
All remaining combat teams.
The MapQuest trophy is best combined with the Hot Streak and Frugal Fire trophies in the same run. Before starting, there are a few important rules you need to follow. First, you must not jump at any point during the Silent Cartographer mission, as this is required for the Hot Streak trophy. You also need to avoid using your weapons completely. Do not fire any shots, throw any grenades, or kill enemies using melee attacks. Before starting the mission, equip the following skulls: Famine, Recession, Johnny Ammo Seed, and The Floor is Lava. Then start the Silent Cartographer on easy difficulty. After you spawn, immediately run toward the left side and follow the beach. While moving along the beach, make sure you run over all the small rocks scattered across the ground. This is important because the Floor is Lava skull drains your health whenever you touch the ground, and stepping on rocks prevents the damage. Keep moving carefully, avoid jumping, and follow the route without attacking any enemies.
Look for a large entrance structure built into the cliffs. I've been able to pinpoint the main facility by cross-referencing Covenant survey data and religious texts. It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav.
After a short distance, you'll come across the vehicle required for the mission, parked near the beach. Continue along the shoreline until you reach it, then get inside. Since you're not allowed to kill any enemies yourself for this challenge, we'll use a simple trick to let the NPCs do the fighting for us. Drive the vehicle all the way back to the starting area where the mission began. You'll find 2 Marine allies waiting there. Pull up next to them and wait for both Marines to climb into the vehicle. Once they're on board, continue with the mission and let your allies eliminate the enemies while you focus on driving and completing the objectives.
Anybody call shotgun yet?
Now you can complete the rest of the mission together with your Marine allies. As long as the Marines remain in your vehicle, they'll automatically shoot and eliminate the enemies for you, making the rest of the mission much easier. You're also allowed to run over enemies with the vehicle. Vehicle kills do not void any of the trophy requirements, so don't hesitate to drive through enemies when necessary. Whenever possible, stay inside the vehicle and let your NPC allies do most of the fighting. As long as you avoid firing your weapons, throwing grenades, using melee attacks, and jumping, you'll remain on track to unlock all 3 trophies in a single run.
We got a couple of hunters here. We got a big one.
Nice and smooth now.
Keep the heat on.
Stay on target.
Before heading down into the interior of the structure, we'll encounter a few more enemies. I recommend clearing them out first. There are several grunts gathered around the doorway, so eliminate them with the help of your Marines. This prevents you from getting caught by a stray plasma grenade while exploring the interior. Once the area is clear, hop out and grab the first overshield. Activate it immediately, then pick up the second overshield to store it for later. Now get back into the warthog and drive inside the structure. Before activating the objective, take care of the 2 hunters waiting below. The easiest strategy is to keep driving laps around the room while your Marine gunner uses the warthog turret. The hunters won't last long against the turret, so this section is quick and safe.
Nice and smooth now. Keep it steady. Hey, I'm glad I'm on your side.
Once the area is clear, drive the warthog over near the security override panel. Before getting out, turn the warthog around so it's facing the exit. Then activate the panel and continue with the mission.
This isn't the map room. Analyzing. This is a security override station for the main facility located somewhere else on this island.
With the security override activated, hop back into the warthog. Now simply drive straight ahead and make your way out of the facility. From here, continue following the objective to reach the next area.
Fire and are losing altitude. Understood. We're on our way.
Stand out and help me find this bastard. Yeah!
How's that feel? Nice and smooth now.
Clear!
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
We're clear.
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the Silent Cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
Look out! Take it! Playtime's over! Major Daniel incoming!
Give me an angle. You are all gonna die. a piece of me! That's the best you can do! Nice and smooth now! Unbelievable!
Drive the warthog onto the structure ahead, then carefully drive it down into the interior. Head all the way down into the area. Before getting out, turn the warthog around and park it facing the exit. Having it positioned this way lets you drive away immediately once we make our way back up. Now continue on foot and proceed with the objective. As soon as the cutscene ends, turn left and walk off the platform. Just before you hit the ground, activate your overshield. When the overshield activates, you're briefly invincible, allowing you to survive the fall without taking any damage. The timing is important. Wait until the last possible second before activating it, then land safely below. Immediately pick up the second overshield nearby, so you'll have another one available later.
Analyzing.
Now ignore the enemies and sprint straight toward the mission exit. You'll have to run past several enemies, but that's perfectly fine. Just keep moving, make your way back up, and continue to the end of the mission.
Can't hide from me!
Foe is here.
There's one.
Cortana to Echo 419. The Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup. Roger, on my way.
Get high for me!
For those who don't know, Jiralhanae is the Covenant's official name for the brutes. These ape-like enemies only appear in the new prequel missions, and you'll encounter them frequently, often in large groups. For this trophy, you must prevent any enraged brute from being killed by you. A brute enters rage mode when you or one of your teammates shoots the orange device attached to its chest. Once enraged, the brute will aggressively charge at you and your allies until it's defeated. If a brute enters this state, don't kill it yourself. Instead, let your AI teammates finish it off. If you want to play it extra safe, simply reload your last checkpoint whenever a brute becomes enraged. Reloading a checkpoint does not prevent the achievement from unlocking. Fortunately, Sergeant Johnson and the other AI Marines in the prequel missions are extremely powerful. Johnson also respawns infinitely, and with his powerful sniper rifle, Sophie, he'll quickly eliminate any enraged brutes chasing you. Simply stay close to Johnson and let him handle the dangerous enemies. That said, waiting for your teammates to defeat every enraged brute can be fairly slow. The easiest strategy is to play on easy difficulty and melee the brutes to death before they enter rage mode. As long as you defeat them before the orange chest device is triggered, they won't become enraged, making this achievement much faster and easier to complete.
You have any idea what the Coveys have going on here, Lieutenant?
They're hunting us. They captured our company before Glass and Promise. Rounded us up.
Careful, Sergeant Major. This looks like a trap. Orange is Spartan. That damn right.
More Covenant are on the way. Contact! Open them up! Heavy fire!
The boy back home.
Caught their eye. Let's hustle. Still standing.
Keep it up, you'll be wearing a cape in no time.
That's the place. They're on lockdown after we broke out.
Under fire!
Ah, there you are. Observe, demon. Your struggle is ornamental. Succeed or fall, it matters not.
We're exposed out here.
Clean, Lieutenant. Alright, drop it in.
They didn't even clean up the mess we left on the way out. Sloppy. We need to rescue those Marines. Watch your fire! That was me! Damn. Never wanted to see this again.
I see that look. You're wondering if you got the guts to fight after what you've been through. You think those Covenant bastards broke you? Hell no! You're UNSC Marines! You've endured the worst they've got. You're still breathing.
Show these bastards the price for picking a fight with the UNSC.
Area clear.
You know, we just never mind.
More hostiles moving up. Engaging multiple enemies.
I lost visual.
Butchered our Marines!
For the journey! Feel the chop!
Get some!
We're all clear. Yeah. Contact!
Is that all you got?
That's the last of them.
That's Halo should activate the bridge.
Visual confirmed. Taking fire! Take it! Clear to engage!
We have incoming. Clear the Covenant so we can move on.
Your defiance is a stain upon the mind.
Concentrate on fire! Give it up! Right on target! Say your prayers, freak!
This achievement is easiest to unlock during the second mission, Halo. You can earn it on any difficulty, but if you're replaying the mission specifically for achievements, I recommend setting the game to easy difficulty to make things much simpler. Keep in mind that you must complete the entire mission. Starting from Rally Point Bravo or any later checkpoint will not count. Before starting the mission, make sure you have the Temperamental Skull equipped. This skull can be unlocked during the most dangerous game mission. The Temperamental Skull makes friendly AI much more likely to become aggressive if you accidentally damage them with stray bullets, grenades, or vehicle attacks. Because of this, you need to be extremely careful not to hurt your Marine allies. While you're on foot, only use melee attacks to avoid accidentally damaging your teammates. Once you obtain the warthog, you can make the rest of the mission much easier. Place a friendly Marine on the turret and do not get out of the vehicle until the mission is complete. Let your AI teammate handle the enemies while you focus on driving safely and avoiding any friendly fire. By staying careful and preventing any accidental damage to your allies, you'll unlock the achievement at the end of the mission.
Reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
Cortana, great to hear your voice again. We're pinned down by a large Covenant force. We would appreciate any assistance.
Oh, that's good to see you, sir. I thought we were the only ones who made it off the Pillar of Autumn.
Good to see you, sir. Welcome to the party. It's a mess, sir. We're scattered all over this valley. We called for evac, but until you showed up, I thought we were cooked.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
Warning, I have detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach.
Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship heading in. Over here!
Careful.
Tuning fork inbound. More Covenant approaching. We may have a problem here. These bastards are everywhere.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. If those lifeboats make it down, the Covenant are going to be right on top of them.
Bowhammer, we need you to disengage your warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers. Roger, Cortana. The Master Chief and I need some backup. Can you spare a few men?
Survivors will probably stick close to their emergency beacons. We need to find where the lifeboats landed. My topographical scans indicate a subterranean passage nearby. It looks like our best route out of this valley. This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere. I've hacked into the Covenant battle network. They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted channels. We should show them who they're dealing with. Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter. This lapse in their security is promising. I should be able to analyze their defensive systems. I'll alert you when I find something of interest.
Hostiles! Little help here!
I've located the bridge controls. They're on that ledge.
Hold your fire! Hold your fire! I got multiple pings.
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance.
Echo 419 to Cortana, come in. I've spotted additional lifeboats in your area. One near a rock slide, one near the cliff edge, and another near the head of the river. Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors. Acknowledged. We're on our way.
I'm clear.
I'm detecting marine IFF signals beyond that marker.
God, I love this
Survivors detected beneath that tower. Let's find a way down.
Roger that. Marines! Assemble for evac! Pronto!
Interesting. The word on the Covenant BattleNet is find and expunge the putrid apes.
Sounds like you made quite an impression.
We need to find the other 2 lifeboats.
Area secure. More contacts. Great shot. Yeah, we are invincible. Going cold. Contacts.
Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks. Alert! There are jackal snipers on the high ground. I recommend you stay out of their line of fire.
Got something for you, pal.
Enemy dropship! Heads up! Spirit, drop it in! Spirit inbound!
Push! Push! Portal! Space troll.
Enemy reinforcements!
Keep putting shots on him.
I've located the final lifeboat. I'll give you a nav point to the beacon. Warning, I've picked up reports that the Covenant have located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the captain is still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant have captured the entire surviving command crew.
Hostiles. That was mine.
There are some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
Nice shoot! They're all over me!
Steady, steady, steady!
Front A game coming!
Kick ass! Hey, this ain't so tough.
Heavy dropships on the way!
That's the last of them.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
For this trophy, you must complete the mission 2 Betrayals with the speed limit, endurance spec, hip fire, and Armistice skulls enabled. I highly recommend playing on easy difficulty to make this challenge as simple as possible. Before starting the mission, make sure all 4 required skulls are activated. Once everything is set up, simply play through the mission from start to finish with these skulls enabled. You don't need to meet any additional requirements. As long as you complete the entire mission without disabling any of the required skulls, the trophy will unlock at the end of the level.
Trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. A starship's fusion reactors going critical would do the job. I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant battlement and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo. I haven't located the crash site yet, but we need to buy some time in case the Monitor or his Sentinels find a way to activate Halo's final weapon without the Index. The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of 3 phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So if we damage or destroy these generators, I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device. That's the pulse generator. The center core is the signal amplifier. That's what we need to shut down. There should be 3 power conduits nearby. Focus your attention there. Objective accomplished. The pulse generator has overloaded. Scanning. The generator's central core is offline. Well done. The second pulse generator is located in the adjacent canyon. Move out and I'll mark the target with a nav point when we get closer.
Go and kill that blasphemy! Danger!
Warning, incoming flood.
What blasphemy is this? Fight! Forward!
Alert, pulse generator is still online. We need to neutralize all three. I recommend seizing a Banshee and flying to the nav points on your display. Okay, let's take care of the next pulse generator. blast generator, we need to destroy the 3 power conduits. That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go. I've located the Pillar of Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. The systems on the Pillar of Autumn have failsafes even I can't override without authorization from the captain. The code is stored in his neural implants. We'll need to find him to start the fusion core detonation. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final pulse generator we need to destroy is through there. One target remaining. Let's take care of the final pulse generator. Final target neutralized. Let's get out of here.
Let's find a ride and get to the captain.